through online archives, reading interviews, browsing social media rumors, and watching recent updates. Every detail, from major career milestones to the smallest public controversy, becomes to building a high-retention YouTube video. Everything begins long before a single line of the script is written. It starts with deep, focused research. The narrator explains that before a single word is spoken on camera, the creator spends hours digging through a potential hook to keep viewers watching. The goal isn't just to find facts, it's to find patterns and emotions that connect with the audience. Once all this research is gathered, it's shaped into a carefully structured set of bullet points. These points act like the skeleton of the story, each one introducing something new, unexpected, or emotionally charged. Every point needs to move the story forward naturally. The narrator emphasizes that these bullet points are more than just notes. They are the rhythm of the stays sharp, the curiosity builds, and the viewer never feels lost or bored. The narrator moves into explaining how every great video feels effortless, yet behind that smooth delivery lies a structure carefully designed to hold attention. It begins with an introduction that instantly grabs the viewer, often with a bold question or statement that sparks curiosity without revealing too much. From there, the story is broken into several key sections, each one revealing a new angle, event, or secret about the topic. These sections are connected seamlessly, with transitions that guide the audience naturally from one moment to the next. The pacing never drags, and there's no time wasted on repetitive intros or filler explanations. By the time the video reaches its conclusion, the viewer has been taken on a complete journey that feels both surprising and satisfying. Video, ensuring the pacing can accent. In this part, the narrator describes how the heart of any successful YouTube script isn't just what's being said, it's how it's said. The tone must feel alive, like a friend sharing something unbelievable that they just found out. It's not robotic, and it's never forced. There's an energy in the way the words flow, an unspoken promise that something even more interesting is coming next. The narration keeps a slightly mysterious edge, drawing viewers in with phrasing that feels natural, yet packed with intrigue. Every line serves a purpose, leading into the next without unnecessary filler or repetition. The language remains conversational, simple enough for anyone to follow, but dynamic enough to hold the viewer's attention. This balance of mystery, clarity, and rhythm is what transforms an ordinary video into one that people remember and re-watch. The narrator explains that when tone and style are done right, even the quietest moments feel intentional and compelling.
The narrator now explains that keeping viewers watching isn't about luck, it's about psychology. High retention depends on structure, curiosity, and rhythm. Each section must begin with a small spark, a question, a shocking statement, or an unexpected twist that demands attention. As the story unfolds, transitions carry the viewer smooth from one idea to the next, always hinting that something even more surprising lies ahead. The pacing remains fast, sentences short, and the delivery punchy. The script never lingers too long on one idea, and the words are chosen for clarity and impact. The narrator stresses how every few moments the story must reward the viewer's patience, offering new information or emotional turns. It's a constant cycle of curiosity and payoff. When executed properly, the audience doesn't just watch, they feel like they need to know what comes next. That's the secret behind retention that pushes a video far beyond the first 30 seconds. The narrator now explains that keeping viewers watching isn't about luck, it's about psychology. High retention depends on structure, curiosity, and rhythm. Each section must begin with a small spark, a question, a shocking statement, or an unexpected twist that demands attention. As the story unfolds, transitions carry the viewer smoothly from one idea to the next, always hinting that something even more surprising lies ahead. The narrator highlights how a strong conclusion doesn't simply restate what was said. It leaves the audience thinking, asking questions, and wanting to see more. That's the kind of flow that keeps viewers glued to the very end. American words are chosen for clarity and impact. The narrator stresses how every few moments the story must reward the viewer's patience, offering new information or emotional turns. It's a constant cycle of curiosity and payoff. When executed properly, the audience doesn't just watch, they feel like they need to know what comes next. That's the secret behind retention that pushes a video far beyond the first 30 seconds.
American accent. Here the narrator points out that every viral video shares one common element, an irresistible topic. The subject matter has to provoke emotion, whether it's shock, curiosity, admiration, or disbelief. It's about diving into the unknown corners of a celebrity's story, highlighting the scandals, challenges, and rumors that make viewers stop scrolling. But it's not only about controversy, it's also about storytelling. The most engaging themes mix mystery with humanity, revealing untold truths or personal struggles the audience didn't expect. The narrator emphasizes that creators who consistently choose bold, thought-provoking topics naturally earn loyalty because viewers know they'll get stories that feel raw and authentic. By focusing on hidden conflicts, emotional stakes, and the fine line between fame and downfall, the script becomes more than entertainment. It becomes a story that reflects human nature, ambition, and consequence. Those are the stories that people remember and share.
American accent. The narrator now dives into the importance of words themselves. Every phrase carries weight, and the right language can transform a simple fact into a headline moment. The narration explains that YouTube creators have to walk a fine line, using dramatic, charged language like exposed, revealed, or finally spoke out to grab attention, while also staying within the platform's pacing remains fast, sentences short, and the delivery punchy. The script never lingers too long on one idea, and the strict content guidelines. Sensitive topics must be handled with care. Instead of using harsh or explicit words, creators use coded or indirect phrasing that keeps the story intense without breaking the rules. The narrator notes that this skill, balancing intensity with tact, is what separates average channels from professionals. It's about evoking emotion without crossing the line. Even censored words can add flavor and realism when used properly. The choice of phrasing becomes an art form, one that protects the creator while amplifying the story's drama and impact.
American accent, the narrator continues by revealing one of the subtle secrets behind every great script: variety in expression. Viewers may not consciously notice when a phrase is repeated too often, but their interest subtly fades when the language becomes predictable. To avoid that, successful creators constantly rephrase their ideas. Instead of saying "shocking truth" in every section, they'll alternate with terms like unexpected twist, hitting detail, or surprising revelation. This keeps the narration fresh and unpredictable, maintaining the illusion of spontaneity, even in a carefully structured script. The narrator explains that this variety not only helps with engagement, but also improves rhythm and pacing. Each phrase feels handcrafted, tailored to fit the emotion of the moment. It's these small creative adjustments that give a video its natural flow, the kind of storytelling that feels effortless, but is in reality the result of deliberate word choice and careful attention to tone.
In the final section, the narrator describes how all of this knowledge turns into action. The process begins with research, moves through structure and scripting, and ends with refinement. The tasks aren't just technical, they're creative challenges that demand intuition and attention to detail. The narrator emphasizes that the creator must think like both a writer and a viewer. Research leads to structure. Structure leads to the full script